Welcome to the Joy of Music. My name is Diane Bish, and I would like to invite you to join us today as we take you on a musical visit to Warsaw, Poland, one of the world's most famous and historic cities. Today our music comes from the beautiful St. Anna's Church of Warsaw. Thank you for joining us. One of the beautiful streets in Warsaw, Krakowski Przedmieście, boasts old churches, green parks, and palace courtyards. Almost 5 centuries ago, the Gothic St. Anne's Church was built by the Bernardines at the northern end of the street. The single-aisle church is lavishly decorated with wall paintings, sculpted Baroque side altars, and the 2-part main altar. In the late 19th century, St. Anne's Church took over the role of a university church, which it fills to this day. One of the great elements of the St. Anne's Church is the marvelous organ standing over the front doorway. It is a pleasure for me to welcome today here in Warsaw, Poland, Mr. David Parks, one of the outstanding young artists on the saxophone today. David Parks will join me in the St. Anna's Church of Warsaw as we play the music of Handel. St. Anna's Church of Warsaw, Poland, from which our music comes today, has an amazing history. In late World War II, St. Anna survived the war with a few token scratches and a collapsed roof. But what the Nazis failed to destroy was nearly demolished by a team of incompetent builders. By 1949, the whole church threatened to come crashing to the ground. Intriguingly enough, it wasn't the first time St. Anna's had survived vicious conflict to find disaster right around the corner. It escaped destruction during the war with Sweden from 1650 to 1655, only to be gutted by fire 2 years later. The classicist facade dates from 1788 and is the design of Piet Agne. The interior holds even more classicist and Rococo detail. Warsaw is an extraordinary city with amazing people, a place where historic buildings, palaces, architectural complexes, and churches, all destroyed during World War II, have been reconstructed with great care. From the royal route to the old towers, monuments to churches, the city reflects the faith and pride and determination of the people of Warsaw in rebuilding their city brick by brick. At the northern boundary of what was the Warsaw Ghetto is a poignant memorial where the Umschlagplatz once stood, the place where Jews were assembled to board the trains for the death camp Treblinka. The memorial reads, "Along this path of suffering and death, over 300,000 Jews were driven in 1942 to 1943 from the Warsaw Ghetto to the gas chambers of the Nazi extermination camps." Our guide in Warsaw is Konrad Bielewski, and he is telling us about the different sites of Warsaw that are so meaningful from World War II. Konrad, can you tell us about this monument?
Sure, Diane, this is the most important monument in Warsaw, the most cherished one by the local people, because this monument is commemorating Warsaw Uprising in 1944, the bloodiest, the most tragic event of World War II times in Warsaw. The monument consists of two parts, and right now we are standing at this part that shows and tells us important information. As you can see, the soldier is coming out of the sewage system, and during the uprising, the sewage system was used as a means of transportation, communication between different parts of the city. People were communicating underneath. They were carrying weapons, medicines and food, and they were also removing dead bodies, unfortunately. As you can see, this mother with the child is just escaping from one part of the city to another to save her life and the life of her child. This is a little monument commemorating all the Polish children, local children, fighting here, helping to fight during the Warsaw Uprising in 1944. So remember, in Warsaw during the Nazi occupation there were two uprisings, two battles, one in Jewish ghetto in 1943, and then a year later the uprising of local people in 1944. It's estimated that about 15,000 Polish children lost their lives during World War II in various battles. So this little monument is to commemorate all of those youngsters who were so brave and so hopeful.
My name is Diane Bish, and I would like to thank you for joining us today on The Joy of Music, as we have taken you on a musical visit to Warsaw, Poland. Our music today has come from the famous St. Anna's Church of Warsaw. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you again next week on The Joy of Music. If you would like to purchase today's program or any program from our library of over 400, please visit our website at dianebishtv.com or call 1-800-933-4844. We look forward to hearing from you.